Today's advice is forgiveness. This is probably one of the hardest advice I can give y'all. And when I mean hardest, as in it's gonna be hard for y'all to actually apply it to y'all lives, because there's a lot of maturing and growing you have to do to be able to get to this level of forgiveness. Reason being is because you probably gonna have a lot of pain, anger, depression, etc. towards the person or yourself for that forgiveness. The advice I want to give y'all towards forgiveness is understanding. And the reason I'm making this video is because I had touched on it during my live stream, and I told y'all I'm gonna make a full video on it. And here it is. It's been a while since I gave y'all some advice. When it comes to forgiveness, you have to understand that we all walk different paths in life. Okay? What I mean by that, we all been through our own different obstacles in life that built the character we are to this day. And them obstacles have put on layers of burdens and traumas and issues and mistakes on our lives that it swayed our personality, swayed our morals, swayed our principles, stuff. It swayed the character we used to be because of those events. So an event may happen to you that makes it that you have issues with trusting people. An event may happen to you that you have issues loving people. An issue may happen to you that you have issues being vulnerable to people. We all been through issues in our life that caused us to have burdens on us. Okay? Now, because this is a fact, because of those burdens stuff, we all built our own morals, we all built our own principles and stuff. We all was raised differently, and we all understand things differently on different levels. We all mature at different levels because of this. Now this is where the forgiveness comes in. You gotta understand, everybody mature on different levels at different timing in life. Something that you understand, someone else probably won't understand until a year from now, or 2 years from now, or maybe never understand it. You gotta understand that just because you can do it don't mean the other person can do it. Okay? So this goes with friendships, relationships, family-ships, relationship with family. Okay, I just made it up, whatever. You gotta understand that whatever bond you hold with somebody, they're not on the same level as you. I'll give a good example. Let's say I have 50 points in love. Treat it like a video game. Let's say I got 50 points in love, and the person I'm talking to, whether it's for a friendship, familyship, relationship, whoever it is, whoever I'm trying to throw love to, let's say they've been through some stuff in life, so they only got 20 points worth of love. So the natural, thing in life, people believe they should get what they should receive what they give out. So I'm giving out 50 love towards this person. This person only able to give me 20 back. So now I'm thinking the person is lacking. I'm thinking the person is lacking. They're not meeting the same level of love I want. I'm having expectations of that person, when that person is literally giving me their all, because right now in life they only have 20 points worth of love to give me because of the stuff they've been through in life. They have issues loving people. They may have issues of trusting. They may have issues of opening up. They may have issues of commitment. You don't know. So you thinking they supposed to give you 50 love points back, but they only able to give you 20 because that's all they got right now. And that's where forgiveness comes in. You gotta understand that people aren't on the same level of consciousness, awakened, awakeness, being woke, whatever you want to define it. You gotta understand that people are on the same level as you. Just because you're able to trust someone 100%, don't mean that person know how to trust somebody 100%. So where forgiveness comes in is you understanding this concept. You understand this concept that the person not on the same level as you, and that you forgive them because you know it's not their fault. It's not their fault they had to go through what they went through in life. It's not their fault that these traumatic events happened to them, and it built a barrier, it built a burden on their shoulders. It built a barrier around their heart. it's not their fault that they had to go through that in life. And some people aren't ready to leap away from those traumas. You know, some people aren't ready to grow away from them traumas. Some people ain't ready to mature from them traumas and mistakes and stuff. Some people aren't ready to grow. Some people take a year to grow. Some people take 2 years. Some people take 10 years. Some people never grow. Okay? So you gotta be understanding. You gotta empathize and understand that everybody not on the same level of consciousness as you when it comes to morals and being able to open up and love people. So you gotta understand people ain't on the same level because everybody went through ish in their life. And if that person are ready to release that baggage off of themselves so that they can have 50 love points and stuff, you gotta understand that. Understand it and forgive them. It's not your responsibility to, you know, you're not responsible for it. You're not responsible to hold the burden with them if you don't want to. You can if you want to. That's up to you. If it's based on how loving you are. But you're not responsible for handling that. And you got to understand whatever happened, it happened because they not as conscious as you when it comes to certain things in life yet. They're not as wise as you. They're not as emotional stable as you. They're not on that level. And I want to say this now. If there's anyone I ever hurt before in the past because I wasn't conscious enough, or if there's anybody that hurt me in my past, whether it's a friend, an ex, relationship, person I talked to, family member, whatever it is, I forgive y'all for you know, whatever bad things y'all did to me. I forgive y'all. I don't hold it against y'all because I understand we all go through different levels in life. Just because I'm trusting, just because I'm loving and stuff, that don't mean you're on the same level as me because you've been through way more than me in life. Okay? And I'm sorry if I ever damaged anyone in the past because I was damaged at that moment as well of being unconscious and not being aware of certain levels of trusting and loving people and stuff. Okay? So if any of those people, if anybody watching the video that knows me and stuff, I apologize and I forgive you. If there's anybody that's watching this that I know, okay? I hold nothing against anyone, and I really want to press this advice in some of y'all heads, because again, I know how hard it is to get out of your mind, to put the pain aside, put the anger aside, put the depression aside. I know how hard it is, but you gotta understand. Just because you know some common sense that you grew up with, just because you got some morals you grew up with that you sit in your head like you would never do to somebody, just because you would never like hurt somebody, just because you would never backstab somebody or cheat on somebody, whatever, don't mean the other person that you're talking to or you had a bond with, whatever, don't mean they was raised with the same morals and stuff. They wasn't taught that yet. They didn't grow from that yet. Okay? And because they didn't, who are you to judge and fault them for it? We're none of us perfect. None of us is God. We all been bad people before in our lives. We all had a moment where we had to grow in life and learn from the same mistakes that the person did to us. We all made the same mistakes as well before. So who are we to judge if the other person haven't grown yet? The other person haven't matured yet. You can't hold something against somebody if they haven't matured yet. So forgive them. Forgive them. Take that burden off of your heart, because it's not good for you to be over here being sad, being in pain, going through depression, feeling pain and stuff. Release it. Forgive that person. Okay? Forgive them. And who knows? You never know. The person may come back in the future and apologize for their actions. It happened plenty of times to me where someone come back and they apologize to me for what they done. And they actually did grow and mature and learned their lesson. So, this message of the day, this the advice. Forgive people because they don't know no better. Okay? Just because you know something don't mean the other person knows something. Okay? We all going through life trying to learn things as much as we want. Okay? It's just like everybody. We all live in life one step at a time. Okay? We're not perfect. Okay? Someone may have trust issues. Someone may have commitment issues. Someone may have issues with loving people. Someone may have issues being vulnerable. Whatever the trauma or issue is, everybody going through some issues they're trying to grow from. And if they haven't grown from it yet, you may get caught in the crossfire. but forgive them because they didn't know no better. Forgive them and move on. Move on. Still be loving. Don't let what someone did to you change you. Okay? Still grow and be the best person you can be. And until next time, stay up.